Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today I want to talk about what an absolute miracle you are. And just like give you broader perspective on how extremely rare and special the human civilization, and you in particular, are. So, this video is probably going to be titled like "Watch this if you're depressed," or like maybe the human miracle or something like that. But yeah, no, it's true, and we just like take it for granted a lot of times. So a lot of things had to go right in order for us to be here, and you specifically as well. So think about this. The sun could be at different stages of its evolution right now, or when the Big Bang happened, and it's think about this. It's perfectly suited to give Earth the heat and the nourishment that it needs for our plant life to grow, and for us to grow, to be here. Because if we don't have plant life, then we're pretty much not existent at that point. So think about this. The sun could be a black dwarf, it could be a red giant, it could be anything else, but it is exactly where it is, at the stage that it is. So that alone is a miracle in itself. It's like we have this planet that is the perfect distance away from the sun, that and that's that fosters human growth, human development, human life. So yeah, then we'll talk about the Earth, the planet Earth. So the planet Earth could be the size of Jupiter, or it could be the size of Mars or anything else, Mercury. There's a lot of variation. It could be the size of Saturn. It could be the size of Pluto. Okay? So, really, the size of the Earth, that's so important, because this allows us to rotate in space and kind of heat up all of us and not allow us to get too cold or too hot. There's very minor temperature difference compared to, let's say, Jupiter. The dark side of Jupiter gets very cold. Okay, because it's basically blocked from the light, and it turns pretty slowly. So it's anyway. So it is a miracle that the sun is the size it is, that the Earth is the size it is, and we also rotate. We could rotate faster and have very short days. We could rotate slower and have like year-long days. That in itself is a miracle as well, that we just so happen to have this 24-hour day where the Earth takes 24 hours to rotate one time. And that is a miracle, because why? It fosters it. It grows it's just so happens to be that, you know, human energy levels need to replenish. So the 24-hour time period is a great, you know, way to get sleep and rest up, and then you have, you know, time to, yeah, just get ready for the next day. So it's really, you know, perfect for us, for our needs and things like that. So, and then not only that, not only do we rotate the perfect amount, but also our year, the rotation around the sun is, you know, just perfect. I mean, it fits our, like, calendar. Our, you know, our sense of time would be really warped if we jumped from Earth to any other planet. It would be just really warped because, you know, no other planet has a 365-day rotation around the sun. And on top of that, we have this axis that Earth is on. It's not directly, you know, 90 degrees, otherwise it would be just, you know, we wouldn't have the 4 seasons if the Earth's axis was 90 degrees. So it's tilted a little bit, and that gives us our 4 seasons. So not only our year, but also our 4 seasons is, you know, so there's a lot of things that have to go right, because, you know, what do we do in the fall? We, you know, reap, we harvest, we, you know, collect the fruits of our labor. So, and then, on top of that, the amount of things that had to go right along the course of human evolution, you know, the amount of things that had to go right for that are amazing, you know. We look back at it now and we're like, oh yeah, that happened, but it's like, yeah, it took a lot for that to happen, millions of years for that to happen. So, you know, and then on top of that, we often kill each other. We go to war with each other. So the fact that anyone is surviving after all of our wars, and I mean, what is it called? Genghis Khan killed like a quarter of the world's population when he was alive. A quarter of the world's population, and then, but he also, you know, took the women, and now we have a bunch of people who have DNA of Genghis Khan. So I guess he, you know, killed a lot of people, but he also helped to replenish the supply of people. So yeah, so that was amazing. And then and then we have, you know, us today, you know. So generations and generations of people who, you know, if they didn't meet, if they didn't get together, there would be no you. You know, so, you know, even your mom and dad, like, the average, you know, sperm count is 100,000, or no, 100 million. So you are literally 1 in 100 million. The chances of you being, you know, being born and, you know, getting to the egg, 100 million. 1 in 100 million. And then on top of that, we have the ovulation cycle. So women are most fertile around 3 days of a month. So you have to have, you have to get together around those 3 days in order for anything to happen. So, it's, yeah. So the fact that your mother met your father and they just so happened to, to have sex on those 3 days, then, I mean, that's a miracle in itself. And then on top of that, we have the conditions for Earth, the conditions for you to physically survive on this planet are astounding. So, I mean, what other planet has, we have to have air to breathe. So, we have this thing called an ozone layer that protects us from the sun, that kind of diffuses the sunlight, the UV radiation, so we don't get burnt up to a crisp. So we have the ozone layer, which protects us. We have oxygen instead of gas. So, a lot of planets have this layer of gas on top of them, or, gaseous planets. Well, you can't really survive on that planet because it's basically gas that you're breathing in. So, nobody likes gas. So we have this oxygen planet, oxygen-rich planet, and the sun is shooting beams into the plants then make oxygen, and we breathe the oxygen, and yeah, so it's really this process of, everything in existence works to help you survive. All the plants help you to survive. Things like that. And then, yeah, so not only that, but we don't have our moon, basically. The moon is essential to this planet for, causing water to move. It's just the right distance away from the Earth where it's not gravitating towards it, it's gravitating just the right amount. It might be, I think I heard once that the moon gravitates maybe 1 centimeter or 1 inch away per year. But it's really not anything to notice, that you could notice maybe in 100 years or 1,000 years or something like that, we'll start to notice that. But yeah, so it's the other thing is it's not getting too close, and it's not going far away. It doesn't have an elliptical pattern where it's drawing our oceans one way and then leaving them, because that could cause tsunamis and tidal waves and things like that. So, and then not only that, but we have this oxygen-rich planet that's full of water. What do we need for our survival? Water. I think it's said that you can go a week without eating, but you can only go 3 days without water. So, yeah, it's very important to us. Very important to our survival to have water. So the amount of things that have to go right in order for you to exist on this planet, and at this time, look at how far we've come in human evolution, in the technology that we build, the the quality of life that we have. I mean, my air conditioner is blowing right now. It's like 100 years ago, they'd be like dying, killing over that stuff, you know? It's like, they didn't have that. So, I mean, it's the amount of things that we need to be grateful for are astounding. But problem is, we're so comfortable in this society that people don't struggle for anything. There is no struggle. I mean, even we have obese homeless people. That's how wealthy we are. We have homeless people that, you know, can afford to overeat and things like that. You know, it's just the wealth and the, you know, especially in the United States, but also other countries, like, have nothing to worry about, guys. So instead of choosing depression over looking at all the positive things and being grateful for everything that you do have, you know, choose to be grateful, you know. Yeah, choose to be grateful, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a feeling. You can feel depressed, you can feel sad, you can feel, you know, everything. However, it's another thing to dwell on your feelings, to wallow in your feelings, to, you know, take yourself down even more because you're not looking for a way out. So these are the things that our human minds can do to us. And believe me, I know, because it happens a lot to me. You know, I think I have this self-centered approach to things, or I have this self-centered attitude, and yeah, it's just not, you know, feeling sorry for myself and things like that is just, you know, I could be doing better things with my time than being self-centered and being, you know, self-absorbed, feeling sorry for myself and things like that. There's a ton to be grateful for, guys. So, you know, it's all about excuse me. So it's all about perspective, guys. You can look at how much you don't have, how much you're lacking, and how much, you know, how much you don't have, and, you know, and you can choose to get upset about how much you don't have and how screwed up the world is and all this stuff. Or you can, you know, choose to be grateful for everything that you do have. And so it's a miracle that you're alive, that your heart is pounding, your lungs can breathe oxygen. You know, it's not something that we should take lightly. We should live every day as if it's a gift, because it is. So, I will leave you with that, my friends, and yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed that, and you know, it's like depression and stuff like that. We've all been there. We've all, you know, experienced that. at one point in our lives or another. But no matter how much things don't go your way or seem to not be going your way, there's always a higher plan for you. So we all need to, trust in a higher power greater than ourselves. And yeah, once you start meditating and once you start doing spiritual practices, it gives you a new perspective. You'll be like, oh, I was really worried about that. That's silly. So, because the truth is, you have a divine spiritual connection anytime you want it. You have beings who are willing to listen to you anytime that you want. They're with you right now. They are, your guides, your guardians, ancestors, angels, if you want. So tap into that, and things might seem like they're going bad, but it's all going to be very good in the long run, and by the way, you manifested all of this. Your soul said, I'm going to come down to earth and I'm going to experience what life is like as a human being. It took its infinite divine essence and came down in human flesh. And here you are. So, I'm not saying that things are perfect, but there's a lot to be grateful for. A lot, guys. A lot. Alright, so if you like this video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more like it, subscribe, and I also have my Qigong courses. If you want to learn energy work, if you want to learn how to connect with the divine through energy, Qigong courses are, really great for that. And then I have my astrology certification course. So if you're interested in astrology, that comes with a free website once you pass the certification exam. And then, and then we have, you'll get your free website and become a certified Vedic astrologer. There's a PayPal button on that website, so people can book you and all that good stuff. So yeah. Alright, and then we have the astrology certification course. We have the astrology readings. So I'm a Vedic astrologer, so I do astrology readings, so you can check that out. And we have birth time rectification. So if you don't know your exact birth time, then I would highly recommend I'd highly recommend getting a birth time rectification from me, because I basically get your birth time down to the exact minute that you were born. So very, very exciting stuff, and yeah, so it takes a lot for me to be able to do that, but thankfully I've been blessed with the knowledge and ability to be able to do that. Let's see, rune readings. I offer rune readings, so if you want to know about your immediate past, present, and future, then you can go ahead and check out my rune reading service. And all of this stuff is at my website, gebotheshaman.com, so you can go there and check it out. And yeah, we have career coaching and life coaching, so if you're interested in that, you can go to my website, gebotheshaman.com. We also have the trauma healing course, so that's also called the emotional awareness course, because basically being aware of your emotions and acting constructively on them will help heal your trauma, because essentially you're giving yourself the love and support and caring that you needed as a kid, so that heals. Alright, and then we have the distance energy healing, so that's a great 1 hour session with me, and yeah, it's a distance energy healing, and essentially I do my Qigong and Reiki and shamanic practices, shamanic ritual, and essentially I send that energy to you. I can astral project and basically cleanse your energy and things like that, so yeah, it's very healing, very empowering, and if you need that, go to my website. As for all my services and courses and products and all that good stuff, go to my website. Once again, gebotheshaman.com. Alright? And also, I have my book. That is right here. It's Tantric Secrets of Vedic Astrology. Tantric Secrets of Vedic Astrology, and that is essentially my newest book, or my first book that I've ever written, and it's basically about the style of astrology that I do, and it's about tantric practices, mantras, and things like that that you can use based upon your Vedic birth chart. So using certain mantras and rituals will trigger certain things within your birth chart, and it'll be, really, really empowering. So check that out. Alright guys, so appreciate you all, and grateful to be here, grateful for you all, and you are beautiful blessings. So, shine your light and, take advantage of all that we've been given. So, alright, live life to the fullest. And until next time, we will talk to you later. Peace, guys. Take care.